And we're back with Final Fantasy V. And I needed a little bit of a break, which is why there's been a few weeks since I last picked it up. And we've had some small power-ups. I went to the hidden village of Mirage, which we actually encounter in the same fashion as a random encounter. And now we're going after the next legendary stone tablet here on the Big Bridge. Unfortunately, much like the Earth tablet, it's defended by gargoyles, which are annoying. The difference is we actually have all our party this time. Bonk. I forget if these guys have the same regenerative property as the one from the pyramid, but I believe they do. Come on, Ferris, if you kill it right now, we're done. Yeah, alright.
Nice.
Sometimes life is pretty cool. Okay.
I was gonna say, where's the super chemist abilities that you're really talking about?
I'm trying not to use that one too much because it is kind of busted. The Island Shrine, Kissed by Wind, one tablet rests. I've used a couple cheese solutions here and there, but I'm kinda trying not to. Just because some of them... You can get dangerously cheesy in this game if you know what you're doing. Yep, like I said, the double lance hit twice, so Lena is now effectively attacking 3 times. Wow, that'll help with our money now that I've...
Is Twin Lance a unique item?
Not unique, you can technically buy it. You suck. Plus, I already have that spell, so that does me no good at all. Hang on. Let's try to kill this thing and be done with it. Thought so. Gravity spells
I was gonna say, if you could buy it, wouldn't it be nice to be able to attack 4 times?
I understand why you might think that. The only reason I'm not doing that is because Sasuke's katana also gives a agility buff.
Okay.
And if I want to, I believe the Assassin's Dagger has a small auto-kill property, but for several enemies you don't want that, just because auto-kill has this really bad tendency of healing the undead to 100%.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, definitely an undesirable result. Yep, it's kind of funny to give up a legendary weapon for something you can buy in a store, but, you know, it's helpful. The double lance is a weird thing where it's technically a lance weapon, but it's also technically a knife. It's weird.
Ugh.
I forget what this is exactly, so... I want to say it's like this, but I could be wrong. The Iron Draft. And this should send us a new direction. Thud. Elixir, always nice. Now we're going to go back and do it again. Well, I mean, it is a wind shrine, so using air ducts to get around is kind of thematic.
I guess if you're, using air ducts.
Whoops. I'm not going to do that.
Ooh.
Well, that's taken care of. I don't know if the Runex has a high crit rate or if she's just gotten really lucky the past few attacks. The thing with X's is they have a chance to miss, and they have a wide damage variance. But if you make them land, if you can get them to land consistently, they can do a lot of damage as a result. Monsters!
It was a mimic. Oh no, that's not a mimic. Never mind.
Don't remember what this guy's deal is.
It confused somebody into attacking your friend?
Yep. Yeah, that's a boss. Vulnerable to fire. That's good to know.
It seems to have multiplied.
Indeed. Why did that not do anything? What is going on? I don't remember this guy's gimmick. Alright. Why is Flame Scroll only hitting one target? Oh, wait, no. I think I do get it. Oh, you freaking cheap. So if Blaster hits you, you're stunned. If they Blaster you again, you just auto-die. That is outstandingly freaking cheap. That Elf Cape can kick in any time, you know.
Yeah, I'm seeing here it says Blaster will either paralyze you or insta-kill you.
This fight is outstandingly dumb. I'm just saying. Oh my god, that is so cheap! We're just gonna get wiped because he has a free auto-kill technique. Like, it's not even a
And
real
paralyze
fight.
technique, technically.
Yeah. Plus, he can make multiple copies of himself, which can just keep attacking us. Yeah, that was dumb. That was incredibly dumb and unfair. Now I get to do that again. Great. I wonder if this will work. Let's find out. Oh, it does. Neat. That was cathartic. Alright, now we notice not to mess with that chest. I'll take all the elixirs you got, though.
Apparently, it can also has the ability to flee from battle if it takes too much damage.
Probably so it doesn't have to do an XP payout. I don't think we tried this yet. Oh, these guys again. I think they're undead. I think they're weak to fire. Oh yeah, it's dead. All right.
Thankfully, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like that's the only chest it appears in.
Well, it is a boss encounter, so the last time that happened, we were going up Barrier Tower and had to deal with Red Dragon, and that was not fun. I actually did use the overpowered Chemist mix to deal with that one. Just because that fight was stupid.
According to what I'm looking at here, he is affected to paralysis and sleep actually. So if he has that does produce status ailments, it actually does affect that particular boss if you want to kill him for whatever reason.
Nah, it's not worth it. Most bosses in this game don't even give you XP anyway. They mostly just give you job points, and we're actually very close to being maxed out. Oops, I did the wrong combination. Let's try this again. I was having so much fun just being pinballed through this place through the air vents. Bart gets to get his John McClane on. Alright, this should put us back on track. And not touching that chest this time. And of course, there's a save point right here. It's fine. It's fine. I quit keeping count of how many times I've wiped this run anyway. Because the answer is a lot.
Lightning scroll is very powerful.
Oh yeah, the scrolls are great. It's actually one of the few methods of direct elemental damage we have available to us. It's been a lifesaver and more mastered dual wield, which I believe means ninja is mastered. Which means at long last, all of our jobs, or at least our main jobs, are now all mastered across the board.
Hey, Berserker only needs 2 levels?
Yep, the only thing Berserker gets you is equip axes and Berserk. That's literally it.
Interesting. And also Omega?
That's not Omega. It looks like Omega, but it is not. This is a weaker version called a Mecha Head. The game kind of warns you.
But it was really weird.
Yeah, this guy's nothing. It's vulnerable to water. Alright, I didn't know that. Yeah, Mecha Heads are nothing to be afraid of. Protect Ring. I don't know if that's... I think for the magic defense alone, that's worth it.
I was going to say all stats are just up using it, so that seems to be really, really good one way or another.
Yep. Okay, good. She still has the Elven Mantle. Which is precisely what I want, because ninja's gonna rely more on dodging than tanking. For the water scroll, just for fun, why not? Very little in the game resists water, because more things are concerned with resisting ice than water.
So that way it doesn't get, like, frozen or something, I'm assuming?
Generally because fire, ice, and lightning are way more common. Water is actually pretty rare. Oh yeah, the weapon that Snek is holding is Excalibur. So even though it has the highest possible attack value, it has a secondary condition which always sets regular damage to 1.
That's funny.
So if they confuse him, he literally always will hit for 1 damage. The trade-off is Goblin Punch still works just fine.
I'm assuming that's just a very strong physical attack?
No, Goblin Punch is actually a spell that uses the basic attack damage formula. The only asterisk being that if the enemy is the same level as you, it will do 8 times the physical damage.
Wow.
Yep. Early game in particular, that's huge.
And because using Excalibur, it does more damage because it uses that particular value.
Yep, because it ignores Excalibur's secondary effect to reduce all damage to 1.
That's pretty funny.
Yep. Actually, I almost forgot about it. It was actually Noodle who reminded me. So cheap. gotta level up so that can stop affecting us.
I was always a really interesting thing I didn't know, that certain attacks only affect you depending on what your level is.
Yep. It's a very niche thing, but the amount of MP you can save if you can exploit them is just out of this world. I think this guy has really high physical evade, I think is what I'm seeing here. Thankfully, Goblin Punch is not physical. It's a spell. That's probably some way around that, but I'm not going to sweat it. I wasn't given Thief. I'm not going to worry about it. I got nothing against Thief, but it's a very supplemental kind of class in this game.
Does this Final Fantasy have the most classes of the other ones, or is this... Or is there
possible exception of the tactics games? I would say yes. Especially if you count the Game Boy Advance re-release, which added 4 new ones.
Hmm.
This is so obviously a trap, but I'm going to do it anyway. The Beast Killer. I think that's a... Is that a knife or an axe? I forget.
I was going to say, that's a very scary trap there, Mr. Snek.
It's a whip. It's a whip. It's useless. Only Beastmasters use whips, and guess what class I was not given?
My brain, I hate to say it, I was like, oh, let's call it Blue Mage can use that. And I was like, no, Final Fantasy VIII brain. No, they don't.
They sure don't. Oh, that's bad.
Come quick.
Yeah, I was about to say, we kind of need Ferris to do her thing. Ferris! Well, Lena's dead.
Hurt themselves in their own confusion.
Yeah, literally. About time you got with the program, Ferris.
Oh my gosh, the dodge is impeccable on this enemy for some reason.
Oh, well, axes also have an 80% base hit rate, where most weapons in the game have 100. Yeah, Berserkers get nerfed way more than they should have been, is what I'm saying. When they hit, it is glorious. Oh, right, ooh. This room. Thief, I believe Thief and Geomancer can detect those kinds of traps. But I don't have either of those classes, so I'm just not going to waste my time.
As in, you'll see the hole in the ground, or will it like you walk over it? And
when you walk up to it, your character will jump in place and make a exclamation point kind of like thing, and basically it'll just alert you that it's there. Now, if you want to go down on purpose, you still can, but the game gives you fair warning that it's there. Yeah, that dude is definitely dead. No, come on. I literally just want to leave this room. Don't be like that. Alright, now I know that's not a viable option. Time to find another way. That is infuriatingly cheap.
Yeah, I'm assuming if you get one level, that attack will start to not work anymore.
Right.
Although I did see someone just try to use level 3 flare on you. Hopefully, your next level doesn't get you into the range of multiples of 30.
Next level would be 41, so no, we'll still be safe.
No. Okay.
At least for a while.
I didn't know leveling was so dangerous in Final Fantasy.
It can be. I mean, it can be, depending on context. But it's also a blue magic, so you can get the spell for yourselves. I don't remember what these guys' deal is. I'm just gonna hope that Ferris kills that guy in one hit. Alright, let's try this way. Are you kidding me? I was one step from being there.
Well, you know where to go now.
Yep. That's just asinine. Speaking of asinine.
What the heck did that do?
It cast Old on us, which means in a few turns our stats are going to drop to near 0.
Oh.
We basically need to finish this fight, like, now. Literally, like, right now, kind of thing. That will not work, because she has a Lamia Tiara, which immunizes her from Charm.
So many, like, status ailment effects they like to throw on you.
Yeah, we're in the end game. They're going to get very serious about throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at us. Yeah, our stats are basically rock bottom now.
Does Goblet Push not cost MP?
Nope, it is 0 MP.
Interesting. Is there not a way to reverse old?
There is, but only the chemist has it. And I was hoping I wouldn't have to use it. How strong is this guy? Like, I swear we should have killed him by now. Oh, freaking really?
You've got to remember all your attacks have been really, really weak.
True. Well, that takes care of that at least. Okay. Let's
Now
try
I
to...
understand that. Now I understand the mechanic from that one dungeon in 14.
Yeah, I need all you guys to just die already.
Oh gosh darn it. There we go. It sounds like a crit almost.
That's a Zerker for you. When they're useful, they're very useful. When they're not, they're, well, not.
Oh, is it cottage like a full HP and MP revive heal
Yep.
if you're on a save point?
Correct.
Nice.
If you're out in the world or on a save point, it is a 100% heal guarantee. Tent is a little less efficient.
I think it just gives you full it gives you full HP, doesn't it?
Yep, full HP and MP. Complete 100% top off. Ah, not casting hold on us this time, are you, smart guy?
Don't give them ideas.
Well, I killed the one who actually can cast it, so we're good for now. Lena's about to level up anyway, so she'll be level 39. So that will put her in danger for level 3 Flare, but none of the rest of the level spells. Alright, Ferris, have you thought about hitting towards the top of your attack range instead?
Why would I do that?
Oh, of course.
Oh. Well then.
Well, the downside to that is that was a load of crap. The upside to which being that if we survive, Snek will now have level 5 death in his arsenal. As that is, in fact, a blue magic. Oh my god, stop! I've got to stop and level grind. Like, this is ridiculous. This is just asinine. Like, you might be going, Snek, you suck at this game. No, I ran away, so it doesn't count.
Oh.
Like, the thing is, in a non-variant run, this really wouldn't be so bad. I would have a lot more tools at my disposal, and honestly, just a wider array of abilities. Because this is a challenge variant run where I'm only allowed 4 jobs, this is so much harder now. You know what? This might be funny. Let's see if I can make this work. Because it's a back attack, our rows are reversed. So Lena is actually considered to be in the back row right now. There we go. Now we can start putting this fight back together again.
What is the difference between front row and back row?
Front row attacks with maximum attack, but also takes full damage from any source of damage. Back row does less physical damage, with the exception of a couple different weapons, and will also take reduced damage.
Interesting.
Yep, it was one of the many things that made these games incredibly tactical. Later Final Fantasies technically have a lot of these mechanics, but didn't emphasize them as much as a lot of the earlier games did.
What did that do?
Goliath Tonic doubles her max HP. Well, max and current. And White Wind heals for the amount of HP that the Blue Mage currently has.
I remember what White Wind does, because I believe you actually get that in a 14 as a Blue Mage.
Learned level 5
Blue Mage
death.
is a limited job, so.
Yep, so it's not a real job. Unfortunately, Beastmaster will meet much the same fate and also be completely pointless. But it's worth saving again, because not only did we get to steal the treasure, we also got level 5 death, and I am not grinding for that
because
again.
you're able to save that run because of the role reversal or the line reversal.
It was a little bit of a gamble, but it paid off in the end. No, screw this. I don't have to worry about the Brave Blade anymore. I'm not obligated. Boss fight! I was excited by the thought of what warriors could have made it this far, but you're just a bunch of sniveling toddlers. Ha, sorry babies, I'm sending you all to your graves. So you're sending us cradle to grave? I kind of forget what this dude's deal is. So we'll scan him in order to get a better understanding.
When to go?
Go ahead and scan there, Snek. Ah, right, he's level 7. No specific weaknesses. Floating. Well, in that case, that gives me a fun idea. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to try it. Ah, he actually heals.
Level 7 as it's a prime number that nothing is divisible by.
Correct, but I have another tool in my arsenal specifically for such a thing. I have an ability called Dark Shock, which cuts your level in half and truncates the math downward. And if you're wondering what all that means, well, I will show you. Oh my god, this guy needs to stop. That is so annoying. That is so cheap. Why does every enemy have to be multi-bodied? Like, it's just obnoxious. And the worst part about it is we have very limited party-wide healing capacity. He has magic evade. It's not even worth trying. In that case, let's do everything in my power to keep my team alive. Let's focus Len on using scrolls and hoping for the best. Yeah, confuse will literally never work on a berserker because you cannot confuse that which is berserked. Yep, that is... Okay, I think I understand what his gimmick is. He actually only has the one body, so attacking the others is useless, but I think I've pinned down where he is. But him being able to attack 4 times is super cheap! Okay, that should put everyone back at 100 or very close to 100. Alright, who needs it? Ferris does.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry,
now,
as you're watching this, as you're playing, I'm also looking at the wiki to see what up with some of these bosses, since I've never actually played any of them.
Okay,
or played these. I'm not going to spoil it though.
Well, now you see, because I figured out which his real body is. Now that I've done that, I've used Dark Shock, because Final Fantasy V truncates all division equations. So now he's level 3, meaning level 3 Flare will find its home. Why did that not work? He's supposed to be level 3. I did my math perfectly. I'm not stupid. I know I did this right. Why did that... Level spells trump any kind of magic evade. I don't understand why this isn't working. Unless he moved. Can he move? He might be able to move. That might have been the wrinkle in my otherwise masterful plan. That's wait, no, that makes no sense either, because that would just mean that my spell missed a thing that shouldn't be able to miss. That doesn't make sense. It's supposed to be all targeting. There we go. You're not so tough now, are you, pal?
Did you say he had magic evade? So wouldn't that give him a chance to evade magic?
Yes, but I don't... I believe the level spells, I believe, skip that step of the formula. I believe they don't do a check for magic evasion. It's either hit or miss. So there should not be a condition under which he is able to avoid it. So that's either a bug or he's able to do something at the last second to temporarily sidestep it, but I don't know exactly what that would be. Or they changed it, because this is a remake. This is not the Super Nintendo version, which I'm much more familiar with. The fact that he has 4 bodies and each one is able to just spam Frost endlessly is so cheap. That is frustrating as hell. My only recourse is the fact that healing items are doubled if a chemist uses them, and then I can use White Wind to piggyback off of that to basically put us back to full. And I actually had presence of mind to give Lena the blue magic ability because she has a few levels in Blue Mage. That's all he's gonna do, isn't it? I thought about maybe trying to blind him.
I believe that's his counterattack, if I'm reading this correctly. Because every time you hit him with something, he's going to counterattack with Frost.
Well, I don't have anything else that's gonna do decent damage, so it's just gonna have to be this way.
It does say if you want to try to keep him from hurting you, you can blind him / darkness him.
That might. Alright, I don't know what to make of this situation. The main body just died.
But he's still fighting.
Right, so I don't know if they're about to die or not. Oh.
Oh, there it goes. I just want to give you one last
one last middle finger for the road. Alright. Let's get out of here.
That's a Dark Souls death if I've ever seen one. Oh, I killed the boss. Oh, it killed me. Oh, no.
Yeah, you know. Well, I guess I can go up Fort Tower if I really felt like it. But guess what? Not gonna.
Is that what the next tablet is?
No, that is where the ultimate white and black spells are. That's where Holy and Flare are. Something written on the tablet. Fort Tower, strongest magic slide. The 2 towers are not skilled, and both spells are moved in unison. Both shall be destroyed, and the tower rent asunder. But I'm not doing it, so it doesn't matter. Now, I'm just going to make a mad dash out of here.
You don't have... There's not like a home spell or anything you can use?
Afraid not. And even if I could, that would be either time or white magic, and I don't have access to either of those.
No.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything
can't whip up a time portal for you? No, I'm kidding.
Afraid not. Afraid not. Now, the upside to that frustrating boss fight is the fact that my strategy did basically work. We beat him via the power of, basic division.
Something that we all know that it's hard for certain Final Fantasy players to know if you've done the Alexander raid.
Yeah, seriously. No doubt about that. Yeah,
that's a really fun series of fights, though.
Oh, no, it is. Yeah, that's the thing.
That wasn't Alexander. That was the Tactics. That was the Tactics.
That was Orborn Monastery, yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, Alexander was all relatively straightforward. You weren't forced to do, basic addition and multiplication in order to survive. You know, this is a flying monster. Why aren't I using arrow?
Because you took a break.
Because he heals from wind. That's unusual.
That was really funny.
For you, maybe. A little less so for me.
I'm sorry with that.
Yeah, plus a different wind spell. Yeah, the thing in Final Fantasy V is usually it's about fighting smarter, not harder. While grinding is an option, it's not your only option. If you play a class like Blue Mage, understanding how the game works under the hood is the best way to get yourself ahead. This thing is basically a boss fight. It just doesn't stop. Whoops.
It doesn't help you healed him almost 2,000 damage.
Which really isn't that much in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, he does not want to die, apparently.
No, he's pretty tough. No doubt about that.
Oh my.
I'm gonna scan this guy. How much HP does he possibly have left?
Not much.
Not much left.
33. Wow, but he had a lot of. He did have a lot of HP.
Yeah, like this dude
oh my
was
gosh.
built like a tank. Tank that flies.
There we go.
Doesn't even drop any items. What's the point of that fight? Free Dragon Fang?
Dragon Fang.
That is an alchemical ingredient. You need that for alchemists.
Ether.
Alright, now we can get out of here.
I was gonna say, you want to fight or you want to run?
No,
I thought you were gonna run. To be honest.
I'm out. This is officially too stupid for me. You can tell this is old school, don't beat the game in a weekend's rental mentality. Like, it's pretty freaking ruthless at times.
Is it? I did like places like Blockbuster and everything. Did video game stores get a piece of the rental fee though? That doesn't sound like.
Well, that was the thing. The game devs didn't. Oh my god. The game devs didn't like that rental stores even existed, and they actually tried to lobby the American Congress to make their rental laws more like the Japanese ones so that they couldn't rent video games. And in a weird, rare instance of the courts getting it correct in this country, oh my god, that's probably a party wipe. That is so damn cheap. It's a good thing I saved on my way out, but just stop for like a second, will ya? Nope, not doing this again. We're out, deuces.
Maybe.
Give it a sec.
There it goes.
Here, I have a little something that can help us in this situation. I don't use this ability a whole lot, but it will help us here. Guaranteed runaway button. There's just one. We can kill it if we're fast.
Say hopefully before he uses
Level 5 death.
So I mean, at this stage of level, is level 5 death gonna be useful in any shape or form?
Yes. Especially because we have an ability that can cut enemies' levels in half. So if you, in fact, the infamous Atmos fight, if you have Dark Shock and level 5 death for it, you can easily trivialize him and beat him in 2 rounds by doing that.
I see.
Nope. Not falling for it again. We're just noping out of here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't really see anything on the wiki that said that he had anything worthwhile on him. Not saying the wiki's up to date or anything. I wouldn't really know.
Yeah, but generally, with the exception of some bugs and some minor fixes, this is a very faithful recreation of the SNES title. Sadly, they fixed the genius idiot berserker glitch. See, there is an armor that reduces your intelligence by 5 points. But the thing is, Berserker has an intelligence score, I believe, of 1. So in the Super Nintendo version, if you put that particular armor on a Berserker, it would give it an underflow error, and the Berserker would suddenly have... The Berserker would suddenly have the maxed out intelligence stat. Then, if you give it the Quake Hammer, it would have the chance of casting Quake at the highest magic stat in the game. And while that does work in the Super Nintendo version, they fixed it for this version. much to my disappointment. Because that combination is hilarious.
You tested this there?
Yes. We actually got that stuff in the Pyramid Dungeon, actually. Okay, so now we can break the seal on 3 more weapons. Hello there.
Halter goes there.
Oh, don't mind me.
Now you just you missed us getting rocked by a Wendigo. No, we just obtained the 2nd tablet, and now we're going to the sealed castle to claim some more legendary weapons as our own.
Oh, well, I'm glad that, I have both of you together, because I just saw a very fascinating game that I'm like, both Clockwork and the Professor need to hear about this.
Do tell. Stop by the end.
It's called Rabbit in Steel. It's basically an infinite shooter that's also co-op and has online co-op.
I saw
one of the main characters.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I figured you probably did, considering that you already have it on your wish list, like half of Steam.
It came out recently. It was actually part of the bundle list that I had posted in our little game area. That had a bunch of games that were coming out recently. It's a roguelite that has MMO mechanics and everything in it.
Yes, and one of the main characters is a cutesy geisha rabbit girl. So,
Oh wait, this is the wrong castle. I want the sealed castle, not Stargate.
Yeah, so of course, the Snek is like, I see.
This is relevant to my interests.
So what's the sealed castle?
This is the sealed castle. This is a very dangerous place because a very strong monster can spawn here. And, oh yeah, I forgot about him. I forgot that this guy can even show up here. What's your deal, anyway? Yeah, I'm not wasting my time.
Oh my.
Nope, we're officially outie. Lena, would you be so kind?
Yoink.
Was that the monster you were talking about?
No, there's a thing called the Shield Dragon, and it's actually more annoying, if you can believe it.
Okay.
Anyway, now we have set the seal, and now we have to pick 3 of the 12 weapons. Though I've already picked 3 of them, because I wanted the Rune Axe and the 2 knives. So now we have Excalibur, the Holy Sword, which none of us can use. We have Cain's Lance, the Holy Spear, which none of us can use. We have Masamune, the Katana, which I don't believe any of us can use. A bow, which none of us can use. A whip, none of us can use. A rod, none of us can use. A staff that one of us can use. And a bard and a geomancer weapon. So I'm going to take the one thing that's actually any good to us. That is not the one. That would be this one, actually. Yeah, that's the thing with variant runs, is a lot of this castle becomes incredibly ancillary. But, yeah, Kryl can use this.
Sorry, not sorry.
Wow, it's actually not very good. That is incredibly tragic. I'll grab the Black Mage staff for funsies.
So much for legendary staff there.
Yeah, it's honestly the heal rod's more utilitarian. It's because of her role in the party as support.
And then what's gonna be your 3rd choice?
I'll take Excalibur, just to say we have it. Literally nothing else matters at this point, because we'll never be able to use them. I'm assuming that's
for, like, Paladin or something?
That would be for Knight, yes.
Knight.
At which point, when we encounter Gilgamesh again, we can, rub it in his face.
Yep. Sadly, poor Snek cannot wield Excalibur, but he can wield Excalibur. The irony. Anyway, we have our 3, so now we have to go.
Yay! I got Excalibur.
Gilgamesh
Oh, yeah,
actually responds depending on what weapons you have?
No, but he is the reason we have Excalibur, as he drops it when you defeat him the third time you fight him.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
We had that?
Yeah,
we had
okay,
that kind of. Oh, there's
No,
a dragon.
no. I was about to say, isn't he in the Labyrinth of the Ancients?
I believe so, yes. As I was
Yeah, I
telling
really don't
Clockwork-
like his...
Hmm?
I was about to say, I really don't like his boss battle. He's not fun. Don't you care about enemies that you can't hurt? Because I'm like, hold on guys, you killed me, but I have to, do my special attack. And these zombies are gonna rush at me, and they're gonna revive me, and you gotta kill me like 16 different times. Isn't that fun? And you're like, oh boy, I'm sure this is A Realm Reborn content. You're like, how did you know? Yeah, my brother Tortoise is like, hey, I want to do the Coils of Bahamut. I'm like,
Why?
you really don't, but okay. He's really getting into blue mage stuff, and there's a particular blue magic you have to go through one of the coils in order to get.
The problem is the guarantee to be able to get a certain abilities, you have to do it synced. And that sounds very, very painful. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he wants you to run away.
It's really hard to run from this guy, actually.
Also, two of your party members look undead now.
Yep. Oh, sweet mother. Upside is that actually kind of put me in better shape as a result. God, Ferris is going to kill this thing before we actually get the chance to run away from it. Where's my holy water?
Lol, Labao, XD.
No! Undead draconic pain in my butt.
Yes, Snek, unleash the power. Unleash the true power. The power of the Snek stave. Yes.
Smoke bomb!
Clockwork is not going to get this reference because he hasn't read Shield Hero.
I don't get a lot of references you come up with.
That's us talking to Jitaku.
Generally, yes.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That guy's a pain. Upside is
I can
there
see
is
that
some
now.
free healing water here, which helps. Now I need to go restock my high potions, because holy crap.
Hopefully we have enough money.
No, I do. Just, this is Tool. They may not even sell high potions. But I'll check, just to be sure. They might have changed after the Third World event happened. Or, they might not. But I will stock up on potions while I'm here. Grab a few tents, just in case. So that we're not too intense.
Ah.
Yeah, I should.
Ah.
Gentlemen, it's the winter of our discount tents. Ah, Werewolf Village. This will work nicely. Not only can we find Dutaku a wife, we can get some high potions.
Wasn't expecting a village of literally just werewolves.
Oh yeah, they're pretty chill, actually. They're completely harmless, they're just kind of caring about their day, and they don't really care if we come or go. To them, it's just kind of whatever.
Yeah, this is more, Breath of Fire. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so you have to understand that in non Breath of Fire 3, there's this village. They're the grass runners, and they're basically werewolves or
Basically.
rabbits. I don't know.
The grass
It's
runners are
not
just kind
terribly
of
clear.
random plains animals, and it can be kind of whatever they feel like designing at the time.
Yeah, because Syos is clearly a werewolf, but then there's Momo.
Who
And
looks like a bunny girl,
Terry
yes.
Yeah, and then there's Gilliam, which is clearly a werewolf.
Where was the next
Maybe
one?
it's just... Wait, is it Terry or Gilliam? I forget.
He was Gilliam in the original. He was Bo in the translation.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Terry is the human.
Oh, that's
who
right.
lives in the sister village.
Yes. So when are you going to do Breath of Fire then, Professor?
When I finish the other huge Capcom RPG we've been pushing through. Alright, I don't remember where the next tablet is.
Which one?
Wait, why do we need the tablets? I thought we already got all the legendary weapons.
Because we
needed.
want to level up. We are kind of
Oh, okay.
weak to go to the Void now. We could,
Okay,
in
that makes
essence,
sense.
go to the Void if we really felt like it. It's just not a good idea.
Can you leave the void at will?
Yes.
Yes, this is not Final Fantasy III. When you go to the World of Darkness, you're basically stuck in the World of Darkness.
Yeah. In fact, I'll show you. We can go there right now. It's easy. First, we just
I was
find...
mainly referring to you could always just like entrance hover and just fight a bunch of high level monsters while you're there.
Why is it not giving me the option?
So, Professor, I have a quick question for you.
What's up?
Do you remember how to evolve the CU laser?
See you, laser. Is that one of the new ones? Or is that from
Yes.
the Amogus? I'm not sure I've done that one yet.
No, it's one of the new Operation Guns, which I gotta say, with the Amogus, has officially made Vampire Survivors into one of the silliest games I have ever played.
I know how to do the rocket launcher. I'm not sure about the laser.
Alright, I'll have to look it up then, I guess.
The long gun is also really easy. Maybe it's a specific hole I have to use? Which I'll take out of context for 500, Alex. Well, whatever. We'll go to the waterfall cave next. Which means I
Yeah, we're
may
getting Leviathan.
need to go
Even
get
though we
my
don't have a
chocobo.
summoner.
We're gonna need our chocobo for this. It's actually gonna be
Oh, you know, that
easier to
begs
take a
also-
chocobo.
That does, I was musing the other day, I'm like, are we actually going to do Final Fantasy IV at some point there, Professor?
Maybe. Maybe we'll actually finish it this time.
Impossible. Impossible.
Okay, there is a way to get
Oh,
it. I know there is.
Oh, you're gonna be... Okay, this is gonna be relevant to your interests.
What's that?
Are you ready for this?
Alright.
It's the tiramisu. You need the weapon power-up and the tiramisu in order to evolve the CU laser.
Okay. The DLC makes stuff that's already kind of busted even more busted, ironically.
Yeah.
Like the rocket launcher, you need the duplicator. I wonder if we can go around the north. I bet this will work. Ah, now we're cooking with gas, as my father would say. Okay, now we're on track. Plus, I believe we can get the magic lamp in the waterfall, and we want that.
Magic lamp. I want a hot lamia.
So because of the
to
map,
help me.
wouldn't we want what do we want all the summons so we can have all the summons for the magic lamp?
You don't need them.
It literally could just summon them regardless.
I believe so, yes. Unless this version of the game has changed things. Okay, looks like we have to approach
Which
the
it
south.
has in certain things. It has in certain ways, yes.
Okay. I forgot how to get to that cave. Have I mentioned it's been over 10 years since I played this game? Because it has. There's a cave that connects to the south part of the waterfall, and that should get us into the waterfall cave. Which is all desert, which means the Black Chocobo nor the airship can land there. Puts me in a little bit of an imposition.
Why can't the airship land in a desert?
They can't land in deserts. I don't have a better answer.
It's a reference to it. It's a reference to Final Fantasy 1, where you have to dig it up from the desert because it sank in there. Because it sank in the desert.
Becky.
And you got to get a particular stone.
Well, you know what?
Becky.
We are going to take a little detour. The reason being is there is a little mini achievement and a callback to Final Fantasy III. A guy in the Mirage Village challenges you to ride a yellow chocobo all the way around the world. And we're going to do that real quick.
Hey, chocobo!
Not there. It's a very particular kind of path.
As I'm assuming there has to be a path that allows you to do that.
There is. You can cover basically just enough ground to do it. It's not a perfect circle. It's basically like a good enough circle, and the guy's like, "Oh man, you did it! That's super cool." So yeah, now we're on the other side of the canal. Yeah, you just gotta...
Oh man, I didn't actually think you'd do it! That's crazy! I wonder what other crazy things I could get you to do!
We're JRPG protagonists. We'll do basically anything if like someone puts us up to it.
I mean, one of the villages actually has a crazy old guy who's like, "Man, you guys should bring me a toad. I love toads." And if you give it to him, he gives you a Beastmaster weapon. And then he eats it. And you're going, oh.
I wasn't expecting you to do that. So, we're going to complete our little circuit.
There's a Black Chocobo.
Yep, that's who we're going to use. We have to complete the circuit before the guy in Mirage will consider this, like, completed. And then we need to go talk to him.
I'm also realizing that these things on your map, on your little mini map, things that are, I guess, are transports are highlighted in light blue. The Black Chocobo and your airship and your Chocobo were.
Yep.
But I have yet to see the blue marker that designates your submarine. Apparently been missing.
As I recall, the submarine is currently trapped underwater, and you actually have to go through a particular cave to get it back.
Okay.
But it is doable. You do get it back.
Oh, have you actually... I was about to say, have you actually done the bit where you encounter Go-Go and all that?
No. We just completed the pyramid and the big bridge tablet. Okay, that should have completed the prerequisite. So that should count as a loop.
It's things like that that, make it such that when you encounter Go-Go in 6, you're like, wait a second, are these games really connected? And it wasn't until many moons later that Gilgamesh pops in and goes, yes, they're all connected. They always have been.
Wait, it's connected? Always has been.
What's the deal with the Phantom Village?
Mirage is... I think if you talk to some of the townsfolk, they mentioned something that this was a village of powerful mages once upon a time. And I think this is actually the hometown of the Dark Wizard Anuo. And the whole thing here is they're basically just like, oh yeah, we basically became so powerful that we kind of lost control. And now our magic kind of seals us off from the rest of the universe. And this is just our state of affairs now.
Yep. That it do.
I believe the retranslation, in the original it was just called Mirage Village. I believe in this it's called the Hidden Village. But the Squeenix translation team tends to be a little liberal. They tend to get a little carried away. Whoa, you really went around the whole world.
Are you saying that, all the memes in Final Fantasy 14 aren't actually in the original Japanese?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
You got the Mirage Vest.
Yep, that is a simple armor, which I believe is pretty okay. If I was desperate for magic defense, that would actually not be bad, I don't think. If I wanted to give Ferris some magic defense, that's an option. Yeah, as I recalled, it wasn't that spectacular, but it's a fun little Easter egg to do, just because he actually comments on the fact that you bothered to do such a waste of time.
Oh, have you... is it possible to even do the director's room too, by the way?
I think that was only in the Game Boy Advance version. Oh, right, that's where Black Chocobo sits when you don't have him yet. It's spooky.
Did you say that has something to do with Leviathan or something?
No, I think it's a summoner thing, though, but I don't remember what it is.
Oh, we need to have actually a summoner to be able to do something with it, I'm assuming.
I forget. Summoner is not really a class I main. I consider Summoner a secondary caster class. So, like, if you have a Black Mage main, having him have some levels in Summoner is a good idea. But I don't go out of my way to have a Summoner, per se.
Well, if you have a Black Mage and you master summoning or Summoner, would they be able to actually summon as well, or is that specifically only Summoner?
Nope, you can put summons onto a Black Mage and that'll work.
As long as they have the active...
The active skill summon.
Skill summoning.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. It's a pretty synergistic set of classes. It's not a bad idea if Summoner is something you want to do. Summoner gets some utility spells, which can make it very handy to have. You can use stuff
There's
like
a reason why
for Protect or Carbuncle for Reflect.
Yeah, there's a reason why Rydia is basically a Black Mage summoner in 4.
Yep. Kind of thought the cave was over here. There is a nearby cave that will take us to the waterfall. And that's where we'll get the magic lamp, and things will be so much better.
Okay, Professor. Here's a hypothetical for you.
Fire away.
Would you rather have Baby Rydia or Palom and Porum?
So you're asking me if I want a black mage with a few summons, or a black mage and a white mage?
Yes, but they're both really annoying.
I mean, I don't disagree, but you got to look at the big picture when you're party building. I'd go Palom and Porum. Their twin ability is not that good, but having a black mage and a white mage never hurts.
But they're really annoying. I don't disagree, honestly. I'm going to say this, though. I think that Final Fantasy IV did Dark Knight dirty.
Well, it was only the second game in the franchise to have one.
Yeah, that's true.
Even then, Dark Knight in 3 was more like Samurai. Okay.
Or Mystic Blade.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I don't know what I'm doing right now. So I'm just going to stop. And I'll do a little research. And we'll come back to it. Because this update has kind of kicked my butt the entire time we've been doing it. So, so I'm going to stop. Because I value what little sanity I have left. And next time, we will go into the waterfall cave and get the third tablet.
You know, I could make a joke about, if you were more popular than, the entire, I don't know what I'm doing right now would be clipped out of context, but none of us are that popular.
Not yet. Anyway, thanks for joining me, gentlemen, and we'll see you guys at home later.
Bye.